Cops got a call. This guy was sending, I guess apparently, I'm going to say man, but I don't know yet. We don't know who the identity of the person yet.
Yeah, we do. His name's James Yu, 56.
I thought that they had stopped that.
Just can't. Well, it's posted on CNN as of an hour ago.
Okay, so all of this is brand new news. So
yeah.
Everything will be different tomorrow. So this guy was apparently shooting flares out of his home into other neighborhoods. He was shooting these flares out. The cops arrived. They said something like 85 shots of flares. Cops arrive. He is barricaded inside. This person has barricaded himself inside of his own home. We believe it is this person. They start to hear shots going on from inside the house. Now, this was in the 800 block of North Burlington Street. The cops called up the guy. They stayed outside in the living, with the loudspeakers, like, come out, come out. This is for 4 hours. And then at 8:25, this happens. They're outside. You can see. Oh, whoa! Fucking shit! That was a big ass explosion. That was a cartoon level. Like, if you watch it close, you see that front door goes in a solid straight line out.
Yeah.
The roof just lifts in a solid piece off the top of it. Whatever that guy did, he probably he must have just pulled the power line.
Yeah, because you could see
the gas. He must have just pulled the gas line.
Well, you could see like the left side of the house explodes and the rest of it collapses.
It was, and I very rarely see an explosion of this size in a domestic situation. That's a beautiful, this is a very fancy neighborhood.
It's a very fancy neighborhood. It's almost it's not too far away from the McAllister's neighborhood in Home Alone.
Very similar.
It's got that same feel to it.
God, being the next door neighbor, I'd be so fucking pissed. So pissed.
But there is more information on this man now, we're starting to find out exactly what his motivations were.
Oh,
you listed his address in multiple LinkedIn posts.
He did?
Yes, which are filled with rambling and at times incoherent conspiracy theories against government officials, law enforcement, media outlets, and in one post from Friday, his neighbors, who he accused of being spies and collecting his information for unnamed handlers.
Oh, so he wasn't doing good. He didn't do this for fun and profit. He didn't do this because it was a meme.
I would venture to guess that a stockpile blew up. I would venture to guess that this man had stockpiled a lot of shit for various reasons. And you said that he spent hours firing flares out of his windows. I got a feeling that he might have had a pallet of flares. And one of the sparks.
Do that?
Yeah, dude. You fucking get a bunch of flares all at once. Yes, it can. If you get enough of them, an explosion like that could occur.
So right now, yes.
Because if you'll notice, when it does, when you're looking at the aftermath of the explosion, you see these flare-like objects
come flying out. Yeah,
you see these flare-like objects.
Unless he just had them in there and the whole house went and everything. Because it looks like a gas explosion. We'll get there. Holy shit.
But the way, because you can see all these flares coming out.
Wow,
look at all those flares.
You can see all the flares coming out.
So I think, and you can see the way it blasts out forward first. There's this huge blast forward and a blast
and it turned blue. It's a gender reveal. That's incredible.
His massive box of flares. His massive box of flares blew up and probably blew up something else in the fucking process.
All right, so this is what it's saying right here. We know that he was the owner of the house.
Yeah. And
they are fairly certain it might be him because of the aforementioned posts, right? The idea is that he is sending federal lawsuits against his ex-wife. He posted, all of the paranoid rants. He filed in 2018, he filed a 163-page federal lawsuit against his then wife, younger sister, and a hospital. Biographical details. Putting against his will. He referenced many attempts to contact the FBI. It's not looking good for him.
No.
But they have not yet identified the human remains that they found in the home.
No. But if I were to guess, I mean, this is going to be my speculation. We'll see if maybe I'm sure the bomb squad or the the arson department, the fire department, the fire marshal, the inspector is going to tell us exactly what happened. But I'd put my money on flare explosion.
Flares, and honestly, maybe help a little gas. Be surprised. Don't do it, guys. It's really very dangerous.
Yeah, very much so.
That's just one of those. You see that explosion, and you just like. You forget you don't know your neighbors. You don't know anybody. You don't know what they're going to do. Everybody's fucking nuts.
I mean, I know my neighbors. They're all very nice people.
You only know someone as much to let you know them.
That is true. Like, suppose that's true. I mean,
Can you tell? Can you look in my eyes?
Do I know you?
Do you know me?
I don't know. Yeah, I know you're a curious little boy.
I am curious. Fucking hell.
That's one thing I know about you.
All right, and this final story. Talk about being curious, because I haven't had this yet. Now I'm fucking afraid to. This is Side Stories Premium. This is right down the fucking pipe. And because we covered a lot of food-based crime here.
Sure.
Right? The fact that Subway is still not telling us what's in the tuna. We don't know what it is. They say it's protein.
Mm-hmm.
There's protein, right? Still don't know. The bread's plastic from Subway.
Sure.
Right? We know it.
We know.
But this is fucking this is crazy. So the second death that now a lawsuit is blaming on this is on Panera Bread.
Yeah.
And I like Panera Bread.
It's fine.
It's good. It's good if you need it.
Yeah.
Right? Like I like I don't mind it. I like the freshly made sandwiches.
If you need sustenance.
Yeah, I don't mind it, But this charged lemonade we're putting it all together, but it's killed 2 people, which is the most that lemonade has ever killed anybody without there being poison inside it.
Allegedly.
Yes.
And one could argue that there is inadvertently poison inside of this lemonade.
It's a lot of it. It's complicated. It's just a fast food-based crime, so we have to cover it. Now, this drink. So they are serving a new drink called charged lemonade, which I have not seen. Now, apparently, it just sits amongst the lemonades, right? So you have various, if you go to a Panera Bread, if you're not lucky enough to have had a lot of experience inside of Panera Bread, right? A lot of options, drink options. It's nice. One of them is this charged lemonade. Doesn't say on it that it's an energy drink. But this thing is more than just an energy drink. This thing has, now, I find it to be, this is very interesting. It is at 390 milligrams of caffeine. This is one. This is a large
30 fluid ounce.
Yes, a large charged lemonade has 390 milligrams caffeine, which is the equivalent of a Red Bull and a Monster energy drink, plus the equivalent of nearly 30 teaspoons of sugar. Now, do I believe it should be illegal for them to offer it? No. Because that's our right as Americans.
Yeah, to make our hearts beat fast enough to explode out of our chests.
They listen to us. The only reason why we got charged lemonade is that there was a data point somewhere within Panera Bread that they're like, these people need more of a reason to randomly file felonious federal lawsuits against their exes, and we need to get these guys need something. They're living at the Panera Bread.
They really are.
They're there. That guy, James Hughes, whatever his name was, he was probably at a Panera Bread at some point writing an angry expletive rant on LinkedIn and enjoying a charged lemonade. I wouldn't separate that from him.
I wouldn't either. And it really is our right as Americans to have the most horrible energy drinks possible.
We want WW2.
But we know how to police ourselves. We changed the fucking formula to Four Loko. We changed it from the original and super dangerous version that makes you really violent. We changed it ourselves without Congress having to get involved.
And all it took was 4 or 5 people dying, right, in the process, and we listened to the customer.
Yeah, they did.
They're like, we're killing you.
Yeah.
But this poor man, Dennis Brown, he drank 3 of them.
Oh, 3 largest.
And he suffered a fatal cardiac arrest. Now they believe that he has according to this, he has an unspecified chromosomal deficiency. He has disability. He's a mild intellectual disability. He lived independently. He worked on his own. But this is a problem. But he said straight up, I can't have energy drinks because I have high blood pressure.
Yeah.
This is really where the sort of lawsuit comes in, is that it's not labeled an energy drink.
Yeah.
It's just labeled as a lemonade. And so you might not know that it's an energy drink when you're drinking it, and that you're just thinking you're sucking down a bunch of lemonades. Because I'm like, if the audience saw what I do to a cold brew,
Yeah.
you'd call the hospital.
Yeah, you would.
You know what I mean? Like, because I'll drink 2 Trentas like that.
Yeah, you get a lot of it in you.
I suck it in, and I have to pace myself. I literally have to say, like I'm a child. Like I have to go, Henry, stop.
No.
Right? Because I'm driving myself literally insane. Like I'm literally going nuts. But he didn't, and you shouldn't have to die.
For Panera Bread?
No, not for a drink. No amount of a drink you have at a fast food chain should kill you immediately.
No.
It should just wait. It should take years.
It should take a really long time.
You should have diabetes first. And then guess what you also help? Healthcare economy.
Yeah.
And then you get to help all these other hospice care economy. You're helping us. You're helping the rest of us.
Yeah, but if you're dying on your way home from the Panera Bread,
that's not helping anybody. That's not doing anything.
This poor man.
I feel so bad for this poor man.
I feel so bad for him.
But the truth is that it's number 2.
Yeah.
And that's fucked up. Right?
Yeah.
Because all it took was that one time for that old woman to get her pussy burned off.
Yeah.
Right? Because that was a bad one. We know that was super, super bad.
The McDonald's lawsuit you're talking about.
Yeah, and her vagina was saved.
Eventually.
It went back to the factory.